my Civic SI is good, not great. There's things that I want to change out, like wheels, tires, brakes, suspension, but one of the easiest things to do is to install a tune. Today, we're going to be installing Hondata on my 8th gen Civic SI, and we're gonna test a lot of stuff out. We're gonna test how quicker it is versus stock. We're gonna do some data logging. We're going to test some launch control just for fun. We're just overall going to see how it feels compared to a completely stock car. So the reason why I use Hondata Flash Pro is because, well, I don't know a lot about Hondas. So I reached out to a couple tuners and kind of asked for their suggestions, and they recommended Hondata. If you're interested, I put a link below. I got this from Hybrid Racing, and it was a pretty good deal in my opinion. We are going to be using Draggy. This is basically just a GPS module. It comes with a phone app that's really easy to use. It gives you access to things like 0 to 60, 0 to 130. You can also just add whatever you want. So this little guy is going to be very helpful for seeing how much power we actually gained in terms of like usability, right? So we're going to do like a full gear pull and then test out how much quicker it is versus stock, no mods, or stage 1 with no mods. There's a couple things that I don't really love about my car, and I'm hoping that Hondata is going to be my fix for these two things. The first one is really annoying and it makes daily driving the car pretty tough, and that's rev hang. Rev hang is basically present on every single modern Civic SI. The K20 engine is a really unique and great engine. However, it's not exactly what you'd call a very torquey engine. It makes barely any power below like 4,000 RPM. It's kind of tough keeping up with traffic, I'll be honest. And so what a tune will allow us to do is it'll lower the VTEC point to make it a little bit earlier kick in, rather than, you know, all the way at the top. I think it kicks in at like 5,800 or 6,000, somewhere around there. And that's really gonna help make the car feel a little bit peppier, just like around town. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to flash the car and use a map that is basically just completely stock. Then we will do a data test, see how quick it is, and then flash it, and then do that again. So I've got everything set up here, Hondata. Go ahead and plug it in. All right, so we've installed the Flash Pro software on the computer, updated the firmware, and now we are ready to connect to the vehicle. Oh, weird, it's on the right-hand side of the steering wheel. I've never seen a car that's in that location. That's very odd. Regardless, just gonna plug this guy in. All right, there we go. Go ahead and key on. All right, so we need to lock the Flash Pro to this vehicle. All right, lock to vehicle. Okay, we are good. All right, so that's locked. Sweet. New calibration. Going to go to new calibration window, and now this is where we actually select the maps. And there's a good amount of maps. So yeah, they have a lot of, wow, there's a lot. And they have different like products for each too. So there's like different cold air intake companies, different header companies, cams. That's really interesting. But all we're going to do is just flash a factory setting on it and just keep it, keep it fully stock. All right, so we selected that. We're going to save this. Save as. Now we need to reflash the ECU. All right, we're going to go to upload. That's fine, it's currently charging, and now it's going. So, yeah, that's pretty easy. And you know what's really cool? It's using the RPM gauge to actually show the progress of it. The tune is being loaded. It's currently increasing the RPM. That's really cool. That's a cool little feature. All right, upload success. That's cool. We should be good to go. So we're gonna take the car out, go for a spin, make sure that everything's good, and then do some logging, and then we'll come back and tune it. All right, so we got Will in the car. We are going to do a stock pull, see how it feels. So far, the car feels exactly stock, so that's a good sign.
Is there any like DIY fix you could do to these seats?
Oh, for the bushing?
They move like a good amount.
Well, apparently that's like a common issue.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, just someone's figured out like a way to.
Some people say like replacing the bushings helps, but I don't even know if it's fucking worth it.
If there's bushings, we can just make some even. Like,
yeah.
Like they're just
But
rubber bushings.
Like, they're like inside the seat.
Oh.
So you have to like take it apart. Yeah, it's really shitty.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Draggy. We're going to do 40 to 80 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll set up like a custom mode. They have like pre-built ones, like 0 to 60. So we're going to do 40 to 80. We'll see if it's one gear. If it is, that would be perfect because then it's like, there's no driver error, right? I literally just floor it in one gear. So it's all about the car. So we're gonna do that. But yeah, so far like Draggy seems really cool. It's really easy to use. It just kind of, we opened the app, it connected instantly. This doesn't have like an on button or anything. So it was really nice that way.
All right, do third.
Okay, I'm gonna go at 3,000 RPM. All right.
Okay, I'm recording.
Floor.
So, but first of all, I did it perfectly. Like straight up, like that was perfect.
So
It was 80.
yeah, no, top of third is like 80. Yeah, I banged off the rev limiter, but I guess that's kind of what you want realistically.
That's exactly what you want.
This engine makes power up top.
So your 40 to 80 was verified at 8.64 seconds.
Okay.
The Elantra tuned is 5, by the way.
Well,
because
you
that's the same. That's the same like increment that I did as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait till we get VTEC
Yeah.
lower.
Ugh.
We gotta change the I feel like it still has traction control.
No, I know. I
For
think
sure.
it does. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
Cause yeah, that just kicked in.
Yeah, that was really annoying. Like,
Yeah. I want to spin.
Yeah, you can't do a 1 to 2 shift. That's weird.
So again, we've got numbers on fully stock tune. We're going to flash it. The calibration I'm using is basically completely stock but tuned. That's again just kind of like their stage 1 OEM plus calibration, so hoping it makes a big difference. All right, we now have a tuned 8th gen Civic SI.
That feels better.
Yeah, it's way more progressive.
Right.
Instead of like when you hit, you know, VTEC, whatever, it's like 6,000 or something, you're just like,
Yeah.
and then you actually start moving.
Right.
It's definitely way more progressive now.
Yeah, let's see what the data says.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, string. Red line's definitely way higher.
It's way higher for sure.
That's pretty awesome.
Because we were banging off.
Yeah, for sure. We went to.
And that didn't
I saw
bang
like
once.
85 or 86 there.
Yeah. Dude,
This thing's fucking
the suspension
jumping this
is,
thing.
yeah, it just fucking flew.
Okay, so it's faster.
Nice. By how much?
So I'll have to do the math percentage-wise to think, because it's a question of if it's actually like statistically significant. That one was 8.42 seconds.
What was the first one?
Good question. I'm gonna find out. So that's the difference. So it's 8.64 to 8.42.
Yeah, it's about 0.2
0.2
seconds.
of a second. Which, let me math that. If it's under 5%, I don't know if you can really call it like statistically significant, but definitely feels better.
It feels better for sure.
Okay, it's a 3% reduction. I don't know if that's
I don't think
statistically significant.
I
But
don't think it is either.
I don't know. It feels better.
It does feel better. On the subjective point of view,
Yeah.
it feels way better. It's theoretically quicker,
Mm-hmm.
not by much, but it just feels way better to drive having VTEC be lower. I also wanted to play around with launch control because I've never had a car that's had that before. All right, so that, I kind of just dumped it. I've never actually had a car with launch control before, weirdly enough.
That's really weird, yeah.
So I guess you're really supposed to like feather it off, I'm pretty sure, right?
I mean, there's cars with like real launch control that actually they'll have a different traction control cal at launch. This does not, obviously.
No.
But
okay.
yeah, it's just gotta feather it for sure.
Yeah, I'll try just letting off a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. That was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, I smell
Yeah.
something. I hope it's not clutch. I hope it's...
I think that was clutch, but...
I don't want to do a clutch install, man. Oh, my God. So I think it's safe to say if I want to do any more launches, I'm probably going to need to upgrade the clutch, which is a real bummer because that's just a really sad process and it takes a long time. But apart from that, I am super happy with how Hondata turned out. It may not necessarily be like a huge difference in terms of speed, but drivability is better, and that means a lot to me. It's my daily driver. Rev hang is basically fixed. You can actually tune it out as much as you want, which is really cool to see. And VTEC being lower actually does make the car feel a little bit more torquey. You don't necessarily have to rev the piss out of it to like keep up with traffic. You can kind of just, you know, give it some gas and you stay up with people. So if you're interested in getting this for yourself, I got mine at Hybrid Racing. They're a huge Honda parts carrier. They do their own stuff in-house as well. And they're helping out with the channel with this build, so I really appreciate it. And you know, if you guys need anything, just hit them up. But for now, that's gonna be it. Again, I'm really happy with how it turned out, and yeah, I can't wait to start doing some more stuff. I currently have an entire table in the basement full of parts, so I'm super excited about that. If you guys are looking forward to that, definitely subscribe. It's going to be coming out all this summer, so it'll be cool.